Aloha guys, you're watching GRTV. I'm sharing a few footage around of the usual nice new area that I walk around sometimes, and three topics of controversy. One, the, the relationship between sex organ size in males and females. Two, the issue that perhaps lying is useful and good. And three, the matter of even things like an economic collapse or other negative things such as a disaster or a, shall we say, like the influenza, why it's okay, and even all these negative things in politics. And the reason overall why I say that it's actually not a bad thing is because it's functional. See, I see things in terms of their functionality. Like, does it compel people to improve, evolve, try to get better, try to be smarter, stronger, outsmart the enemy? You know, maybe move to a different location. Like, this is very practical, like in a biological sense. Like move to a different locality. And aim to thrive. But you know what a you know um, what a destruction. I'll just ask you first. What a destruction event it results in is people figuring out how to avoid it next time and coming together, and even stuff like an economic collapse. Like, it makes people question how they spend money, and it's not something that comes spontaneously. Even stuff like earthquakes. Like, people have suffered from earthquakes before, so and stayed in the same area, even though the danger was still a potential. So a lot of scenarios, situations are avoidable. Considering in the information age, internet access, explanations for all matters of concern. The issue of lying is important because one has to protect themselves sometimes. Say, oh, I'm at work, or oh, I'm tired, or oh, I'm not available, or oh, I'm talking to somebody, or oh, I'm not single, or oh, you know I'm not. And sometimes it's useful to be honest about stuff you don't want to be honest about. Like, say, well, I'm not really interested in hanging out with you anymore because it's an and try to use more formal terminology, like not useful and not wanting to associate with you on a personal level anymore, instead of hanging out, or you want to chill or whatever. All these vague terms, they can create a problem. And my solution is specificity. I talk about that constantly within the realm of my websites, and all these terms like dreammate, and that leads me to this issue of sex organs, right? To say that, oh, some woman wants or man wants certain breast size, or woman wants certain penis size, it's the same thing as saying a man wants a certain vagina size. It's really there's no it's inconsequential. It's not exciting, and what it does is it reveals something about the person who's saying it, about how they're inappropriate, they're perhaps in a way maybe homosexual, or just awkward. I myself have noticed that people who are trying to get into this whole realm of like lust and desire and sexual attraction, what ends up happening is they begin to become, and I'm not saying that all people are not born homosexual or transgender, but I'm saying that exposure to circumstances and overstimulation of being with too many men or women or anything, I think it causes a defect in biology. And I also think that a defect is also, it also occurs as a result of giving all your energy away. You know, if you're exhausting all your energy, like even stuff like, you know, so as to say, like, just giving your giving your body, you know, giving your body away to somebody else, trading body for body, it's still giving that energy that you need. That's, you know, that's like love. And love and truth, okay, it happens when you focus on your dream mate and want them to be honest. You know, don't want somebody who is not mutually physically and mental, cerebrally attracted to you, you know, and want them to want what they want. So instead of asking, say, does a man, what type of body or sex organs does a man or woman want, ask, okay, this is what they want. I respect that they want something, and I, on the other hand, also, you know, I also want something, and that is truth for that person and in truth for myself. And you're gonna get that, you know, you're gonna get that truth. And also, you know, there's something for everybody. So that's the interesting thing about life, is there's cool things and variations of everything. And if you're concerned about, maybe you don't think your body is attractive, just invest in a couple's body you find attractive, so their kids and then their children, their grandchildren may in turn very well, guess what, be you in your future incarnation. That's my future investment theory, reincarnation. But, you know, all things considered, it's just in the direction of truth, of not wanting people to be inauthentic. You know, if you want to not leave, you know, not associate with someone, it's good to be honest, because then you'll oh, look who it is. That's interesting. Yeah, you know, being honest, come on, guess what it does, it allows you, it allows them to move on and you to move on into higher truths that you pursue. Of course, we have to placate and tolerate people sometimes, but sometimes we are free, and when we are free, we must act, because you can't judge yourself on things you don't have a choice about, but you should judge yourself when you don't have a choice. When you do have a choice, you know, when you can choose to do something. Thanks for considering. Aloha.